Hi, I'm Denzel and I'm here to talk to you about everyday dramas. So, a question to consider is, what is drama? Well, Google explains that drama is an exciting, emotional, or unexpected event or circumstance. So what I'm doing is I'm addressing the everyday situations or responsibilities and just exaggerating them. Like how drama is usually exaggerated. So I'm sure most of you have heard of school. Right, so the other day I had an experience with schoolwork where I stayed up to the last minute trying to work on it and my Word document crashed. So more on that later. So today's topics is school dramas. So, funny story, the other day I had some science work due on Friday and Thursday I stayed up to 12 o'clock trying to finish that science work because, you know, planning ahead, right? So I'm planning a few hours ahead before it's due. So I was trying to save my work and when I saved it, my Word document crashed. And then when I opened the Word document up again, it wasn't there. And then this starts a whole chain of events. So after you've done that, you need to try and find the courage to tell your teacher that you need an extension. And the chances that the teacher will not believe you is likely, because there'll also be other kids wanting extensions because they didn't get their work done. But who knows, maybe they experienced the same problem. Or maybe they didn't, maybe they're just making it up. And just on a side note, what if the dog did eat your homework? The poor teacher doesn't know who to believe. And the poor person who actually needed an extension but couldn't get it because other people used that as an excuse as well. There's also the trouble of doing your assessment and then there's another whole thing that you completely forgot about and it's due the next day as well. And not to mention, whilst I'm mentioning it, that I didn't even get a reply from that teacher who I needed an extension from. It's fine though because I did my best to get it done. You know what? I guess this experience was a wake-up call. Moral of today's video, do not leave anything to the last minute. I guess the reason why we leave it to the last minute is because we keep on pushing it to tomorrow or to later or to soon. And that soon, later, tomorrow never comes until the day has arrived. So I guess that's why I do it, or hopefully lots of us do it. Like I always say that I'm gonna do my homework in a few days in advance, and then in a blink of an eye, the day of homework is literally tomorrow. So I gotta rush to get it done, but also not rush too much that I just don't answer the questions, but make sure that it's done, but make sure that it's good quality so I can still get a good grade for an hour of work or 2 hours in a night or 5 hours in a night. Let's be honest, I'm sure it takes like 5 hours to do homework in the night before. And then whilst you got your assessment, you've also got whilst you got your assessment going on, what's the bet that during the day, when you're like the day before your assessment is due, you didn't finish your work in class and then you got to finish it at home. And sometimes it might not even be homework. It might be other things that are due. Like when I had my science due, the same day I had an English kind of essay writing test and then I had art due as well. So I had to balance it all in one night. And then whilst I've got my work due in the next day, my Snapchat's also going off with all my friends. So there's lots of things going on. And then that night, my science crashed, so I had to redo it again. And then I didn't prepare for my English because I was focused on science. And I didn't even get I didn't even really start my art because of I was focusing heavily on science as well. So I had to do art on the day it was due. Luckily I didn't have art that day. But yeah, so lots of different things banking up. I guess we all have different motivations to getting our work done. Some people get it done by working last minute and other people get it done working in advance as well. And then as the night progresses whilst you're doing your work, you tend to get less productive, or at least I do, and hopefully I'm not the only one, because I guess you just worked so you focus so much on it that now your mind's wandering off. And also, this is a bit off topic, but I've started to read Harry Potter this year, and I'm going to say that my inspiration this year is going to be Hermione Granger, because she's a good worker, she's got good work ethics, and she's a really hard worker as well. So I'm going to have that balance of working and having fun, just doing other things as well. So yeah, I mean, I'll try my best, because it's easy to say that, but it'll be not as easy to do it unless you're already in that habit. I praise those people who are already in those habits. And then whilst everyone else is relaxing, oh, hi Cuddles, sorry, that's just my dog. While everyone else is just relaxing and sleeping, you're frantically trying to get your work done. So I guess I have to definitely just try and find a way of balancing my work with my relaxation time. Okay, now it is time to wrap up this podcast episode. So that was just a quick episode of me ranting about schoolwork, which hopefully you guys can relate to. So comment down below if you have any suggestions on how to solve this last minute working, and also if you want to see a part 2 of school dramas. So see you next time on Dramas with Denzel.